Content warning. The following actual play may be considered disturbing by some audiences. This video may contain explicit language, violence, and depictions of trauma. This may not be suitable for viewers under the age of 18. Viewer discretion is advised. One last note that didn't, due to my being all caught up in the moment and excited with everything, our players did level up to level 4 last time. So, that's awesome. Feats were taken, new abilities had, and all that such. Okay, let's dive into the recap. The Agents of SHAILD, having been approached by Zeek, began to question him. They were extremely curious as to how he was able to get around so easily, and why he seemed completely unaffected by the cold. Casually explaining that he was working with Torga on an errand in the spine of the world, a fight broke out, and he woke up like this. Ever since that moment, he has not felt cold, and he's had some interesting new abilities. The party and Zeek went back to the Northlook for drinks and conversation. Tales were told of how the group met, and how Zeek had traveled with Torgas as a bodyguard. Zeek told them of a beached and frozen ship, a whale with a magical bubble on its back, large monoliths to the south, and the tale of Kelvin, the entombed frost giant Jarl. Farron, having not seen any weapons on Zeek, asked him where his were. Zeek smirked, and said they were up in his room. Some stew and more drinks were had. Zeek excused himself, and said he was heading to his room. As he went upstairs, the group all leaned in close around the table to plan. For one reason or another, every agent had strong suspicions against Zeek. Zeek suggested, rather excitedly, to take a dagger to Zephic's throat and demand the truth from him. Being that this strange man was Call's old friend, Elena and the rest of the party deferred to him on what course of action they should be taken. Call, while not completely trusting him, wanted just a little more proof before attacking his old friend. Laurel suggested they could turn into a mouse and peek upstairs to see Zephic's room. Following his scent, they went straight to a door and squeaked under the door. Finding the room completely empty, Laurel returned downstairs. The group scrambled to find any sign of Zeek. Farron ran outside and caught the barest glimpse of him leaping and teleporting south across the roofs. Zeek cast Longstrider on both Farron and Call, and Farron cast Jump on himself. Sprinting south on the road and roofs, Farron and Call began their chase. After a slip and quick recovery, they lost sight of their quarry. Meeting up in Town Square, Laurel suggests that they stop by Town Hall to check on the sheriff. Guy answered the door and stated that everyone else had left for the day hours prior. Relieved that the sheriff had gone home, the party convinced Guy to retrieve the bag that held the dagger, which was now empty. Deciding to head back to the caravan, they all had a moment of clarity. They realized that they told Zeek where they were staying. Rushing back to their new home, all but Farron rushed inside. Zeek checked on Drengir, Maxine, Midge, and Saxter to ensure their safety. Farron, outside with Yami, found Zephic's track met with one of the twins. Running inside, doing a head count, Farron realized that Maxwell is missing. The Agents of SHAILD run to the scene of the Max snapping. A note with an ice dagger is found in one of the dog sleds. It reads, "Stay away, or he dies."
We need to solve this tonight. The longer we wait and the more we wait, more Maxwell might be in danger, the more who knows what'll happen to him. Are we all agreed in this?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I have his scent. Should I turn into a dog again and start running and follow the scent?
I believe we should. Is there any way that we can also track him in any way? Like, Farron, you're the ranger, I believe.
I can try to help Laurel. I'm a little tapped at the moment.
I turn into a mastiff.
Okay. Make a perception check with advantage.
Oh, I wasn't ready to roll yet. Oh my goodness. Perception?
Yep.
With advantage, did
Yep.
you say?
I sure did.
Okay. Ooh, that's a 24.
Perfect. You catch the scent by the dog sled where you found the note and the dagger, and you trace the scent back into the stables to one of the stalls that you previously saw an axe beacon
Oh shit.
that is now empty.
Yeah,
Okay,
Call's following Laurel very closely.
Yep.
And with that 24, you can then see that they mounted, that two individuals got on, like, footsteps from either side onto the back, and then the axe beak went out. You can trace them out the gate.
Okay. I start doing that.
Okay.
I know Call can keep up, so I don't take it slow.
Okay, so Call and Laurel immediately start just going as fast as they can towards the... What am I looking for? That one. Nope. Nope, that's not the right thing. So you start heading towards the gate that is near the stables, and you head out. With that 24, I'll let you even be able to tell that the tracks of the axe beak then go around the southern side of the wall and seem to follow it towards the east.
All right. Is anyone else following us?
Right behind you.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to have Yami keep up with you guys. Yami's pretty fast. And I'm gonna just double check in with Midge and fill her in on what we found.
Is my boy alright? He's missing?
He's missing.
I'm going to kill someone tonight. And she just walks right out the door, and like she's pulling on her coat and stuff, and she heads right to one of the sleds and immediately starts tying it up and getting dogs ready.
I will, if there's space, I'll keep with Midge.
There's 2 dog sleds, and they both need to have 6 dogs if they both want to go, otherwise only 1. And you can fit 3 people in a sled.
Zeke probably would have stayed behind with Farron.
Okay.
Just to double check that all 12 dogs were there. And then he'd probably help get the sled.
All 12 dogs are there. So you all, it's going to take, even with the 4 of you, the 3 of you and Midge, to start, actually 5 of you, because Drenger's joining. He doesn't let people screw with his family. I'll kill him, motherfucker, it's good on my nephew. Get him. So, it's going to take you about 5 to 10 minutes for you to fully get everything all situated there. So, Laurel and Call, you are sprinting as fast as you can around the southern side of the wall, and the tracks, they start to travel around the wall in about 15 minutes or so at your full speed. I would say you get all the way to the Eastway, which is the road on the eastern side, and then the tracks follow the Eastway. The rest of you are now in dog sleds, following their tracks, not particularly hard. I mean, it's a big dog just digging through, and then big old Call just running behind them, so it's very obvious. And you're able to catch up shortly after they start heading east on the Eastway. Because with the dog sleds, you are a little bit faster.
How long approximately has it been since we first arrived at the caravan?
Maybe 5 minutes.
Okay, so it's been pretty quick. Like things are moving fast.
Yeah, from the time this all started to you getting everything started up, it was 5 minutes. So 20 minutes, 25 minutes by the time you catch up to everybody.
Okay.
So you still got another 20 minutes on Longstrider for Farron and Call.
Yeah.
But even the dog sleds come up on you pretty quickly as you are starting to head east. And about the time you meet up, you notice that the Axebeak's tracks leave the road and start heading northeast. Laurel, judging by what you've seen on your map,
Yeah.
it looks like he's heading straight towards the Dwarven Valley.
To catch up with the caravan, maybe? Okay.
That's a fair assumption.
Jeez. Well, I can't talk as a dog, so I just look at Call and I'm like...
I don't think Call speaks dog.
No.
And I like point towards... I point...
Zeke would try to translate as soon as he notices this.
What is it, boy? Like,
Oh, I think she says that way. Up that way.
okay.
Yeah, see, she's agreeing. She's agreeing. I think that's right.
All right, let's head that way.
It's up towards the
Okay.
Dwarven Valley, I think.
So here's a question. Your dog sleds are faster than an Axebeak if you push them. Normally, if you run the dogs at full speed, you need to take a break every hour for about 10 minutes. You could push through 2, maybe 3 hours, but then you risk exhausting the dogs.
I can go for 2 hours as a dog. If I encouraged the sled dogs as a dog myself to keep going, would they feel energized and willing to keep going?
I would say that either A, you, or B, Zeek can make an animal handling check with advantage.
Okay. What's mine at? Mine is +4.
Mine's the same, so
Okay,
it doesn't matter.
go for it.
Okay. That's not bad. 22.
Nice.
They kind of get the idea, and it's like, oh, that's a lot of running. But we're helping.
Lots of
helping,
treats. I'll
helping.
get you lots of treats. I'll get you lots of
Helping.
treats.
Helping.
They start booking it. They are going double speed for the first hour. I would like everybody to make perception checks. If you do not have dark vision, it is at disadvantage. Mastiffs do not have dark vision.
22.
Does Yami get a check also?
Sure.
Got a
Well-
dirty 20.
Okay.
12.
That's an 8 for Farron. And, ooh, that's actually pretty good. That's a 16 for Yami.
Laurel?
Perception. Oh, that's only a 12.
Okay. So, Farron, Elena, and Laurel, you're able to still keep spot of the tracks. Call and Zeek. There is just a quick break in the clouds, and a bit of moonlight does come through. And ahead, in distance, because this is a tundra and so nice and flat, you can make out the shadow of a couple small figures on a very large bird running far in the distance, maybe a little over a mile away. It's directly in the direction of the tracks as well.
Hey guys, there's something up there. We might be on them. There's a big bird-like creature pulling something with two small figures straight ahead of these tracks.
We need to catch up.
Yeah, Zeke would keep encouraging the dogs with,
Okay.
you know, promise
too.
of treats and stuff.
All right. Pushing through another hour. Still not quite catching up as much as you're pushing. While you can tell you are getting closer, the dogs are starting to get tired. Not so much that they're not willing to keep going just yet. Also, at this point, Laurel does have to revert back.
Yeah, I'm like mid run, and I just turn back into a human form and kind of tumble into the snow a little bit and get up and oh shoot.
I mean, I think you would have the wherewithal to know you're going to be turning back and try and jump yourself into the... No? Okay. I was going to give it... All right.
No, she would just keep going as a dog. She wouldn't even be thinking about it.
Okay.
Oh, kind of dust her off a little bit.
Thanks, man. Okay, keep going.
Okay, so you're able to get back in and keep back on the trail. The end of the third hour comes, and you have noticed that there have been some times where the trail changes, and you've watched the person change with them. It looks like they're trying to throw off the scent, but you've also noticed towards the end of the hour, occasionally you'll see like the flash of a very, very light blue on the face. You can get the idea that you've been spotted. Now I'm going to roll some Constitution saving throws for the dogs.
They're great. They're doing great.
Fail.
No.
Dirty 20, natural 20. And two more, just to even out.
You almost made Matt lose his drink.
Four of the dogs take 1 point of exhaustion. It's a stability check, so that's all right. But it's rough.
Huh.
Also, about this time, the little bit of cloud cover that there was completely starts to disperse.
Oh.
And Laurel, Zeke, Farron, what are your passive perceptions?
It's a 16 for Farron, but I don't have dark vision, and then a 12 for Yami.
21, but I don't have dark vision.
16, and I do have dark vision.
Okay, so does anybody else have higher than 16? Elena or Call? Okay, so just Laurel notices is actually just due to the chase and it being a little different. Laurel, you're starting to almost get used to the dark, and then all the clouds part, and it's a little bit brighter, and you kind of turn away from the moon, back to the west. You can see the start of the aurora starting to come across the sky.
I pointed out to anyone who's paying attention nearby me.
Onward you go, and after about 15 minutes, it looks like they seem to be slowing down, and you get the barest glimpse that it looks like they may have met up with some other people.
Oh no.
Can we tell how far they are?
Can we tell how many?
Survival for the distance, perception for the number. There is a torch lit in their group, so it's not at disadvantage.
I got a 10 on survival.
Okay.
I rolled a natural 2, so neither of my rolls are going to help.
You said survival or perception?
Survival for the distance, perception, to count how many people.
I've got a 14 on perception.
Yeah, I got a 13.
For survival or perception?
Perception.
It's kind of hard to tell, but it looks like there might be 3 dog sleds kind of behind them. Maybe 5 shapes? And it may be about 1,000 feet off.
What do you want to do, Call?
I want to go over there and, yeah.
You just want to confront them?
I
mean-
want to, but that might not be our best.
Yeah.
I mean,
no,
there's plenty of us, right? We got your back.
I'm willing. I'm just trying to look out for put us in the best position for everybody, not just myself.
Midge, do you have a plan?
I'm gonna kill him.
Fair.
Okay, let's just go. Let's just approach them.
Quick question, Lodame. Everything is all in the open, right?
What do you mean?
It's all in a clearing, essentially. There's no cover anywhere that we can go and get maybe like the advantage on the drop of them or something like that. Okay.
And
It looks like a direct assault's going to be the best we can do. Sorry.
And you're pretty sure you were seen by the person you were following.
We've already been seen, so
Yeah.
at this point, there's no choice but a direct confrontation.
Lodame.
Yes.
Do I have a sense? How far do I think Call can throw Yami?
Call, what's your strength?
It's +3. It's 17.
Okay.
I love this energy.
And what's your athletics?
It's +5.
Okay. You think maybe 20 feet or so? Yami's pretty hefty.
He's a hefty. Farron's also pretty beefy.
You could help Call, give him advantage, and possibly make it throw farther.
I'm just gonna say to Call, if things get weird, we should throw Yami at them.
Midge is like, you want to throw the wee dragon there? I have an idea. And she goes over towards Yami and she looks to you. Is that right if I make him a little bit smaller?
Oh, yes.
Oh, Midge, you are so good.
She goes over to it and she does some hand motions, and then Yami shrinks to about the size of a cat.
Yes. It's okay, buddy. It's okay. It won't be long. It won't be long. I have Midge. Can you? How long will be he small for? Can you stop it if you want?
Hey, anytime I want. Yeah. Let me check how long. Up to 1 minute.
Okay. So, if we throw Yami at Sefik, you can end his size, and then a larger Yami is going to crash into him. And maybe that will be our opening.
That's a good idea. I like it. Let's fucking go.
Let's do it. And I'm going to scoop Yami, because I think I can throw him, and I've also been rolling shit all night, so I'm due.
Dranger's like, I'll keep your back. If it starts getting hairy, I'll jump in, but I'm going to keep the dog safe for a moment. You don't really need this kind of muscle every day.
appreciate that.
All right. So,
What a great mom.
are you approaching quietly, or just?
No, they know
Okay.
we're there, so
So you're just kind of running in, and then you're gonna launch Yami.
I
Yeah.
want to. I have a thought in my head.
Mm-hmm.
I want to run to close the distance,
Mm-hmm.
and then I want to walk. I want to give off the sense that this is a negotiation.
Okay. So say maybe get into like, run to like maybe 300-400 feet distance, and then start walking, and then
Yeah.
at some point in there, launch Yami. So that only lasts a minute, so we can retcon that she has told you she
Right.
would do it,
Yeah.
and we'll do it at that point. Okay. So you're all just absolutely booking it. Zeke hitching a ride from somebody because he's a little on the slow side.
Yeah, and he would he just do his starry shape as well just
Okay.
before. It's got a 2-hour thing, so.
Also,
I always got shoulders, so piggyback.
You have Zeke and Pharaoh like under each of your arms or something, as you're like hustling.
booking it to a few hundred feet away, you all just kind of spread out into a line. And I gotta put Yami out there too. But you get out, and where is that? So you get there, and everybody is kind of looking towards you, not completely like paying full mind to you, but they are looking in your direction and then quietly talking amongst themselves.
should I lean over? Should I change it into something fearsome? I can change it to an animal one more time.
Maybe not yet.
Yeah.
Didn't you?
I'm
No, that was the day before that you used one, so you only used one. Yes, okay.
I'm worried if we don't do this right, they'll do something to Max.
Yeah.
I can try to talk to them. Might not be my strong suit.
We'll support each other if we have to.
Okay.
I got your
all right.
back.
When we get within about 30 feet, you said they're just kind of watching us. They're not paying us any special attention.
Correct.
I'm gonna yell out. I'm gonna say, Sefik, you took something of ours.
So you see around the fire, now that you're closer, there are 7 of them and Maxwell. And Sefik kind of turns to you. He came willingly. Maxwell turns to you. All of you. Make a perception check.
All of us?
Yeah.
Okay.
Disadvantage
That's a
because
net-
dark vision, or
That's a natural 20 for a 26.
Woo! No. I've got a 10.
16.
15.
Farron, you're the only one that notices. Maxwell usually has green eyes. His eyes are blue. And he's like, "Oh, you've come to help us."
Maxwell, you belong back home.
I'm doing the right
Yeah,
work.
what are you doing?
I'm here to help out find the Illuminati and end the awful ice rime that's
I thought
going on.
that's- Yeah, but I thought that's what we were doing. Why would you go with them?
Sefik here convinced me we could take a little bit more direct approach as opposed to just kind of going around, and I got a little tired of being, pushed around and told that I'm not worth having around because nobody will watch. I won't watch anyone's back, and he's looking directly at his mom.
I
wanna
don't remember
try-
ever saying that.
I want to try to steal Midge's attention and I mean, she might not have noticed, but I'm gonna point to my eyes and say, "Look at his eyes."
And she
Paul
looks at him.
starts slowly walking
Oh,
towards
no.
Sefik.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna keep step with Call.
Okay.
With tiny Yami in hand.
Not aggressively, but he's just walking.
Okay.
Elena's going to keep a steady pace and just, sort of yell out, ask, and just like,
Are we
direct approach? What sort of pitch are you selling, Sefik?
Oh,
Sefik just smiles and he looks to Maxwell. Tell him whose side we're on, really. Maxwell's eyes flash, like almost like ice, and then back to the bright blue. We're here to bring the winter forever. And I'd like everyone to roll initiative.
oh my god.
It's on. It's fucking on.
I am shaking. I am so mad at this
Ooh.
asshole.
Oh my god.
15 for initiative.
Alright, so that was...
Just for reference, which one is Sefik?
Sefik is the guy with the 2 swords.
Gotcha.
Update. That was a 15, Elena?
Yes.
I
Alright.
got a 14.
Call. That was 14. Farron?
That's a 6.
Okay. Laurel?
15. I have a +2 in my dex. Elena, what do you have?
I have a 0 for Dex, so you
Okay.
go before me.
Alright, so we will drop
You're a little
you
bit
to
faster than
14.
me.
Alright, and then just gonna roll everybody here. Well, that's crap for a lot of them, except for Torga.
Good. Oh, Torga. What does she look like? Could you explain what they look like?
So, 5 of the individuals, they all look like generic thuggy bandits. There's like a half-orc, a human, there is a larger shaped, almost like half-giant type guy, and another human. Torga is a dwarf. Kind of like dressed in like furs that have a little bit of frost licked and ice at the bottom. She's got a big old friggin' maul and a shield with her as well. And top of the order is Torga.
Zeke got a 16. Sorry.
Oh, Zeek got a 16. Where? Ah, okay. So Zeek is right here. 16. Sorry about that. All right.
No, it's fine.
What is your dex mod?
0.
All right. So Sefik goes before you. Let me bring up the other window so I can.
Damn, Sefik.
Everybody can see. And there's the... That's pretty good. Okay. And then I need that one. So Torga is going to run forward. Nope, she can only move 25. And she's just
so
going...
They're starting off pretty aggressive, huh?
And she's just going to hold her shield. You tell me what you want. And she's going to hold her action. And it is Thug One's turn. He's not dead. He's going to come up next to her. This guy is going to... No, he can't quite get there. And then it is Sefik's turn. And he goes over and stands next to Maxwell. Zeke!
He's kind of in the back, right? I mean, this isn't a perfect representation.
This is pretty accurate. I mean, you could be behind or slightly off the map behind your friends if you want.
He's gonna look to Elena and just kind of like, what do you want me to do? I don't know what to do.
Regardless of what's happened to him, we need Maxwell back.
Okay. And
Subdue them if you can. Subdue Sefik.
I'm gonna go for Sefik.
I'm sorry, Call.
Okay, so I chose my archer, and so I'm gonna start off with my archer attack as a bonus action. Make a spell attack. There used to be. It's been so long since we had a combat. Forgot how to combat. Make a range spell attack. Okay, and then I add the thing. Yeah, okay. I got this. 17 to hit Suffolk.
What are you hitting him with?
It's just a ranged attack spell. It's
Okay.
part of my starry form.
17 just hits.
Okay. All right. Oh, goody. Okay, so that's gonna do 5 radiant damage.
Okay.
And then he's gonna follow up with a guiding bolt.
Okay.
That's a 21,
Yes, that hits.
and that does 18 also radiant damage.
So as your star light comes out and just hits him, he just kind of looks at it and he smirks. And then the guiding bolt just kind of hits him, takes him off guard, and a little bit of singe, but it doesn't do any more damage than you were expecting, but no less either.
Okay, cool. And yeah, I kind of want to stay kind of behind, like Farron and Call, so I have like a little bit of cover from them, but I'm not gonna move.
Okay, so you would probably would have started there, so you're good.
Yeah, and I still the distance is still right.
Yeah. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Laurel.
I look right at Suffolk and I just shake my head a little. And I look up at the moonlight and it looks like I pull down a stream of moonlight directly onto Suffolk. And I cast Moonbeam. So he has to make a Constitution saving throw.
What is the area of effect?
It is 5 feet.
5 feet
foot.
centered on, or just...
It is a 5-foot radius.
Okay, so right on top of him. Okay.
Right on Suffolk.
Okay. He makes that with advantage.
What?
That is a dirty 20.
That is a lie. Sorry. No, it's not a lie. It actually happened. But the moonbeam is there, and he'll have to make another saving throw at the start of his turn.
Okay.
So that's happening. And... oh, darn, that also takes an action. Okay, I guess that's all I can do.
Okay. At the end of your turn, Suffolk is going to use a legendary action. And he's going to
What?
to move behind Maxwell and just put his hands on Maxwell's shoulder. And he's going to, like, you know. And Maxwell just grins a little on the devious side. And it is Maxwell's turn. And he's going to step up kind of parallel to... as he's walking away, Suffolk holds out his hand, and an ice scimitar, very reminiscent of the dagger, appears in his hand. He hands it to Maxwell, who grabs it, then approaches. And he just holds it ready. And Elena, it's your turn.
For the record, Lodame, Torga, she asked us what we wanted.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Okay. So Elena's gonna like stop in her tracks. Take sort of a wide stance, like she's gonna throw something, and looks directly at Torga and says, "We want our precious cargo back. Chromatic orb. Fire."
Very nice.
Here we go. That is a 21.
Yeah.
And that is at first level, so just 3d8. 3d8s.
Nice.
17 damage.
All right. Now that the bandit leader has been attacked, all of the ones that had gone were holding their attacks if one of them was attacked. Torga throws her hammer at Elena. And that is a 17 to hit.
See? Yeah, that hits.
You take 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
The bandit just behind her to her left is going to pull out his crossbow, and he's going to shoot at Farron. Uh, 14 to hit.
Misses.
Alright, the other one is going to take a shot at Midge. No, that's going to miss. That was a 4 on the die. And Maxwell, with his empty hand, is going to look like he's throwing something, and as his hand comes out, a dagger, just like the one that you've seen prior, flies out of his hand at Call. And that is a 7 to hit. It just kind of lands in the ground, in the ice, right in front of you. Okay, Elena, anything else on your turn? That was just reactions.
Well, that was reactions?
Yeah.
Cool. I don't think I can take any other actions at this point.
Okay.
Not if I can attack again. I don't think I can, though.
You could still move if you want.
I am going to get behind any and all heavy hitters, because, ouch.
All right. Call, it's your
That's
turn.
squishy.
All right, I'm using my bonus action. I'm gonna go into a rage,
Outstanding.
and I am going to move right up in front of Torga, and I'm gonna try to bear hug grapple her.
Absolutely. Go ahead and make an athletics check, and because you're raging, do it with advantage.
With advantage.
Yeah.
You said, well, that was an athletics?
Yeah. Absolutely.
That is a 16.
She rolled a natural 1.
All right, well,
You have her in a bear hug, just
Yeah.
up
basically all I'm going to do is grab her, and I'm going to move back 5 feet.
Okay. Here, I got it for you. All right, and she's short enough that you bear hugging her, she is off the ground and cannot resist it. That was yeah. Do you have any movement you have left to do?
No, that's going to be my full movement and action and bonus action.
Okay. It is another one of the thugs' turn. He's going to scoot up kind of behind Maxwell, and he's going to shoot at Yami with his crossbow. No, because Yami's small. You can't quite see him just yet. So that's going to be at Farron. So that is a 18 to hit.
That hits.
That is 5 points of piercing damage. And next thug. He's going to move up, and he's going to take a shot at Laurel. That is a 12 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Oh, you take 5 points of piercing damage.
Oh, okay.
Farron, it's your turn.
Okay, I am going to move to right here. And I'm going to whisper in Yami's ear as a bonus action. I'm going to tell him kill.
Okay.
And I'm going to throw him directly at Sefik. And right before he gets to Sefik, I'm going to tell Midge to end the spell.
Okay. I'm going to make a wisdom save for Midge to see if she can get out of her shock a little bit. That's a 7. That is a 13. She's good. All right. So yeah, go ahead and make an athletics check.
Oh, come on, baby. That is a 13.
Okay. With Tiny Yami, that's great. So he's in your hands, and you just launch him right at Sefik. I will let him make his first attack. He only has one attack right now, or two?
Yeah, he still has one.
Okay, so he gets to make this attack with advantage because he's launching. Yeah. So Midge just like,
Yami.
and she drops the spell.
Ooh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good for a little dragon. That is a 17.
Just hits.
Could I drop Moonbeam if I see Yami going towards my Moonbeam?
Yeah.
Okay, I drop my Moonbeam.
And that is 6 points of piercing damage.
Alright. So Yami little old Yami's flying through the air and out to big and just gets a chomp on his leg. Just little rat. Anything else, Farron?
Actually, I do have a little movement left. I'll step up one more square.
Okay. It is the other thug's turn. He's going to come out to here. And he's going to take a pot shot at Midge. That's a 5. And then it is Midge's turn. And she, not completely knowing exactly what's going on, looks at the person who definitely seems in charge. And she looks to Call. She's like, give him hell. And she casts haste on Call.
Ooh.
What is this?
So your speed is now doubled. You gain an additional action, which can only be used to take the attack action. So that means an additional attack for you at the moment. And that is going to end Midge's turn. Top of the order.
That's beautiful.
It is Torga's turn. And she's looking around. She's like, oh yeah, and +2 to your AC, Call. Thanks. Thank you for that. So,
Oh, come at me, bro.
she reaches behind her, she drops her shield, and she pulls out 2 twin battle axes, and she's going to take 3 attacks on Call. With her bonus action, she is also going to rage.
Can she do that while grappled?
The attacks would be at disadvantage.
Ah, okay.
So, actually, no, because she wouldn't be able to get out of that. You're right, thank you. So she's going to bonus action rage, and then she's going to attempt to break out. So that is an athletics check at advantage. Can I have an athletics check at advantage from you, Call? She got a dirty 20.
Come at me, bro. I got a 23.
I'm gonna bite your head off.
Call whispers to him. Tell him to back off or I'll pop your head off your neck.
You could make an intimidation check at advantage.
That's a 15.
You see, like, her eyes go wide. She's like, stop. Stop. And that's the end of her turn. The first thug, he's just kind of like going to hold his crossbow and he's going to be like, he looks to Torga, looks to Sefik and Maxwell. He's like, and it looks like he's holding his action. Same with the next thug. It's Sefik's turn. He disappears. And appears behind Zeek.
Damn it, no!
Zeek, make a perception check for me, please, just to see if you
18. No, yeah, 18.
Okay, you hear him appear behind you, so he will not have advantage on his 2 attacks. He's gonna attack you twice with his longsword.
AC's 11.
That is a 19 and a 21 and a 16. 21 and an 18.
They both hit.
You take 14 points of slashing damage and 10 points of cold damage. And that is his
Ouch.
turn. Zeke.
Oh, he can do the fun thing. Okay. Okay. He's gonna turn away from Suffolk, and he's gonna cast Entangle on Max and try to restrain him like Elena wanted.
Good.
Hoping that will do something. So it's a 20-foot square. And he'd try to center it in a way that he could potentially get Torga as well. In those 2 thugs. I think I can get all of those. It's 20-foot square. And they all have to make strength saving throws or be restrained.
Torga got a 3. She failed. So the vines crawled up around her feet. One of the thugs got a natural 20. The other one failed. And Maxwell got a 12.
Okay, the save DC is a 14.
Okay, so I will highlight that guy. You can't see that. So the thug just to the north of Torga.
We can see a box around it.
Yeah, that's just where the area is. The guy to the left is the only one not restrained.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Anything else, Zeke?
And I guess, I mean, it's not gonna hurt anything. My bonus action, I'll spin back on my heel, and I'm gonna just try to like hit Suffolk with my archer ranged attack, because I don't waste anything for using that.
Okay, so ranged attack at disadvantage.
Oh, that's a natural 1.
So you watch as it just kind of goes off to the side, not in the direction you were even pointing it.
That damn Nominati got me every fucking time. And that's my turn.
Laurel.
So.
Okay. I see Suffolk change his locations, and I whirl around and I hold person on Suffolk.
Okay. So what's the save on that?
A wisdom saving throw.
Which he makes with advantage.
What?
That's a natural 20.
What? Sorry, that was so loud.
I would say I don't make the rules, but I literally make the rules.
You literally make the rules. That's my friggin' action. I don't think I have any bonus actions. Nope. That's... I've got combat wild shape. I can use wild shape as a bonus action. So, I'll do that. I'll change into a crag cat.
Okay. Okay.
And that's my turn.
So...
Well, before, like, I look to Sefik and I'm like, however a Craig cat sounds. Meow. Meow. Meow.
Where are the... I don't even know where the freaking carrot cat thing is. Oh,
Crag.
Crag cat.
Okay, well,
Crag.
it's not a crag cat, but we're gonna make you a polar bear.
Sure. I'll take it.
And I'm going to make it a little bit bigger because you are a little bigger. Okay.
Yes, I am technically large size.
Yes. Okay. So you action, you bonus action. Do you want to move at all?
Oh, I guess I could move, huh? I get right up in Sefik's space. Is there any way that I could, being a large creature, is there any way I could force Elena and Zeek away from Sefik and like put myself in between them?
Yeah, I think so.
So that's what I do.
Alright, so you want to go here. I'm gonna have you, Zeke. Would you willingly step back when a giant polar bear, Laurel?
Greg cat.
As long as he doesn't think that like Sefik will hit him when it happens. If he sees a dagger coming for him, he's gonna be very upset.
Okay. So, Laurel, you force your way in there, and Zeke, you are shunted back. You're kind of pushed back. He is going to make attack of opportunity. However, it's going to be on Laurel for shoving in there.
Okay, good.
And that is a 23 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Your crag cat form takes 7 points of slashing damage and 5 points of cold.
Okay.
All right. Anything else there, Laurel? I think that's
just a technical question.
Sure.
For hit points for my wild shape creatures, should I take the average that it gives, or could I pump it up a little?
You can roll them if you want. It's rolled or average, whichever you want to take.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay. Okay.
Thanks.
So Zeke, you just went. So Laurel and Zeke, you guys are accidentally swapped on the order there, but it is Maxwell's turn, and he looks to Torga, and he looks to Sefik, and then he looks to Zeke, and he winks, and he disappears. And he appears behind his mother, who is going to make... Ooh. He's going to take 2 attacks on his mom. First one at advantage. That is an 18 to hit with the first one, and a miss with the second one. Midge takes 12 points of damage total as he stabs her in the back. He's like, "I'll watch your back, mother." Elena, it's your turn.
Whoa.
So she saw that all unfold.
Yeah.
Both Sefik and
Absolutely.
this hits close to home for her. So she's just going off of going just off of like just her own steam at this point. She sort of yells out something incoherent and just pain as she charges up a chromatic orb on Max.
It's at disadvantage because he is in your face.
Fuck.
That. End stream. Okay, sorry everyone about that. We are back. That was a little bit of an internet hiccup. We are still in the midst of combat. Elena just launched a chromatic orb, which Maxwell deflected with his sword.
And then she's just gonna throw down some intimidation, letting him have it. I'm gonna roll it first. That's a nat 20. She gets no bonuses. It's a nat 20. You've bitten off more than you can chew. And now you strike at your mother. There's no going home after this. Not if she forgives you. And she better fucking forgive you.
Elena, you're the only one that's going to see this because you are so close to him. When you're saying this to him, you notice that for the briefest second, his eyes flash back to green and then back to blue, and he looks frightened and a little unsure of himself.
Okay.
Anything else, Elena?
Okay.
Nah, I'm just gonna sit here and fume, and everyone's gonna be a witness to a pissed off ex-noble just being like, "Don't you dare backstab your mother."
Call it.
Moral of the story tonight: don't stab your mother in the back. Anyways.
Call it as your turn.
All right. And the two guys in the box, they're still Torga and the one guy. They're still entangled, right?
Yes. So if you let go of Torga, she won't be able to move.
All right. I think Call is like, yeah, he's kind of over stuff right now, and he's just gonna make a beeline towards Sefik.
Okay, she is going to make an attack of opportunity on you at disadvantage because she's also restrained by the vines. That's a natural 1.
Yeah.
So she just kind of swings and another vine just catches her arm up, and you're able to run straight towards Sefik.
And Call, he's gonna take out his greatsword. And he is gonna, for a second, look kind of, you see a little bit of sorrow in his eyes, and he's gonna strike out twice at Sefik.
With advantage because you are pretty much flanking with the Crag Cat and Elena across from him. So you do have a hasted action as well, so you can attack again. So that's 2 attacks.
Yeah, so that'd be 2. Okay.
Both at advantage.
First one's a 24 to hit.
Yeah, absolutely.
2d6 plus 4 plus a dice roll, I think.
I'm sorry, I feel confused all of a sudden. Wait.
Oh, no. I'm thinking something else. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Just rolling. First one's 14 points of damage.
14 points?
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Okay. So you slash across him and you cut him, no blood. You definitely cut him though. It hurt him. He's shied back, but he's not bleeding.
All right. Second attack at advantage. Misses. It's a 16.
Oof. So the second attack he parries away, and while clutching his side a bit. Anything else, Call?
No. He's gonna. Yeah, that's gonna be his turn.
Okay, it is the thug's turn. He's going to run over next to Torga and cut her free. So that's his turn.
Does he need to re-roll?
He was not the one that was...
But he's starting his turn within it.
Oh, right. Okay. He didn't move. Didn't make it. So he's like...
Good call.
So he starts to run over and the vines just catch him up. It is the next thug's turn. He's going to try and break out. That's a failure. Baron.
Alright, I'm going to... you know what? I'm just going to stay here, and I'm going to take a big ol' swing at Torga.
Okay. At advantage, she is restrained.
Awesome.
Hi, buddy.
Okay, that's going to hit. It's a 25.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
And that will be 8 points of magical slashing, and I'm going to have Yami use his reaction to imbue the strike.
Okay.
And it's going to do an additional. I think there's a bonus. Yes, there is not. An additional 2 points of fire damage.
So you kind of stab at her between where the vines are holding her, and a burst of flame kind of almost cauterizes the wound as it pulls away. And she's like, "Argh!" Anything else, Farron or Yami?
Bonus action, I'm going to tell Yami to target Torga now.
Okay.
And when... I guess he goes right after me, so I'm going to have him circle around this guy to his right.
Oh, okay.
Oh, well.
Sorry about that.
That's okay. And he's also going to attempt to attack Torga.
The one that he ran by, the back one is going to take an attack of opportunity on him. That is a dirty 20.
That will hit.
Yami takes 4 points of slashing damage.
Okay. He's still looking real good.
Okay.
And then Yami is going to attack Torga.
Advantage.
Does a 16 hit?
Yes, sir.
All right. He's biting into Torga.
Hey, little dame.
Yes.
I forgot to add my rage damage to Cephalic. It should be 2 more. Sorry
All right.
about that.
Oh, no problem.
Oh, that's... and that's 4 points of piercing damage from Yami as he bites into Torga.
So he bites into her, not really caring so much about the vines, but he doesn't do any damage to the vines, really. Anything else for Yami?
That will be everything.
Alright, it is this thug's turn. He's going to... hold on a second. Let me roll an intelligence check for him. Okay. He does not do that. He is going to run around the front of Farron, getting in your combat and then staying in it so you don't get an attack of opportunity. He's going to use his action to free Torga. And that is his turn. And it is Midge's turn. Actually, at the end of the thug's turn, Cephalic's going to use a legendary action to cast a spell. Call, he looks over to you and he says, I think you have a lot more to worry about. And can you please make a wisdom saving throw? Sorry, intelligence saving throw. Even better.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
You can do it. You can do it.
That's a 9.
That is a failure. Call, you no longer see your friends and a group of enemies. You only see enemies everywhere. And that was Cephalic's legendary action, so now it is Midge's turn. And she's looking at the dagger in her back. She looks back to her son. She's like, there's no way my sweet Maxwell would be like this whatsoever. And she reaches out her hand and tries to grab him. So he's going to try and pull away. So... Ooh, Mommy Force. She's got him. She grabs him. So she grabs him and casts Dispel Magic on him. And you watch as his eyes turn back to green. The dagger drops as he recoils in pain from it. He's like, Mother? What's happening? And she just hugs him, and that's her turn. It is Torga's turn, who's now free, but starts in the thing. So she's going to make another check to see if she gets... She's fine, and she's going to boop out of it. And she's like, how dare you attack? Well, I'm not defenseless. And she's going to attack you 3 times. Add advantage because you are surrounded. First attack is a... What's your AC? She got a 14.
16.
Okay,
16.
First one misses. 18 and a 23. So 2 of them hit you. You take a total of 12 points of slashing damage. It is that thug's turn. He's going to try and break out. That's a natural 1. This guy is not in there. He's going to run up and take a swing at Yami. That is a 10 to hit.
Misses.
Alright. It is Cephic's turn, and he turns from Call to Elena. Well, actually, no. He's got a crag cat in his face.
Yeah, don't you dare.
He's like, "You have made a very big mistake." Sorry, that was in an accent that he doesn't have. He's going to take 3 attacks on you. 2 with his ice sword, 1 with his dagger. That is a 19 to hit and a 12 to hit.
12 does not hit.
What is the crag cat's AC?
13.
Dang. And then the dagger is a 22. You take a total of 12 points of damage from the sword and 10 points of damage from the dagger.
So 22 total.
22 total.
I'm still a crag cat.
And then he's going to bonus action.
Damn it.
Misty Step.
Can I can't opportunity attack.
Laurel.
Wait, where did he go?
He is kind of up by the tree there.
Okay, so I can move 40 feet.
Yeah, let me. I don't know if you can move that guy. You're gonna go straight after Cephic?
Yeah, just right after him.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I have Pounce. If the cat moves at least 20 feet straight towards a creature, then hits it with a claw attack on the same turn, that target must succeed on a DC 13 strength saving throw or be knocked prone. If the target is prone, the cat can make 1 bite attack against it as a bonus action. So, I'm going to do
What was
that.
It was a strength saving throw?
Yes.
DC 13?
DC 13.
That was a
strength.
12. So Cephic is knocked prone.
So, I'm trying to figure out.
So he's knocked prone, so you can make 2 total attacks. He is prone for both of them. Both of them are at advantage.
It doesn't tell me how many attacks I get.
Cragcat, I believe, has multi-attack. So it's 2 claw or 1 claw, 1 bite. And then you can do one or the other for your 3rd attack.
Okay.
So you can make 3 attacks all at advantage.
Ooh, natural 20!
Okay.
So, that would be, that was the claw. The claw! So, I add a d8 to that. That's a 6, 14, 14, 17 damage on that one.
17.
And then, second attack, 13 plus 5, 18 to hit.
18 hits.
And this is the bite attack. Okay, 8, 19, 11 total damage.
11 totals. 3.
And he is prone.
Yes, and he has to make
Since he
2.
was prone, should I have rolled that with advantage? Can I
All
just
all 3 of them, yeah.
crit fish? Okay, I'll crit fish.
He needs to make.
Oh, okay.
Call, you come to your senses as he loses concentration on the spell, and you can discern the difference between your friends and the enemies.
Ooh, good. Oh gosh.
Anything else, Laurel?
Can I stand on him or like sit on him? I want to sit on him.
Sure.
Put on his head.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm a large creature and I sit on him.
Okay. Zeek.
That's amazing. Okay. I will. Do I get advantage against the restrained thugs with ranged attacks?
Yeah.
All right. We're gonna wheel around, and I think both of them are still restrained.
Yes, both the 2 that are in there are restrained.
All right. We'll just choose the left one.
Okay.
We'll start with my range spell from the thingy mabob. Starry shape. Okay, that is a 17 to hit.
That does hit.
That does hit. Okay. That does max damage. So that's 12 radiant damage.
So you shoot this little star mote out, and the guy is completely wrapped up, and it just blasts through him. And there is a little bit of gore and viscera as the now hole in him, and his eyes just roll back, and he's slumped, held in place. He did.
Neat. Then I'm gonna throw for my action a guiding bolt at the one to the right that is restrained.
Also at advantage.
12.
Just hits.
Oh. That is 14 radiant damage.
And just like with your little mote, star mote, this beam just... He gone. He just hanging out.
And
Good shit.
Noticing that, like, they're all... Well, no, I'm gonna leave Entangle it.
Okay.
I'm gonna leave Entangle it. That gives Farron a escape, I think.
Does it only work against enemies? Or is it anything?
No, he would still have to, but
Okay.
I'm worried if I let it go that they'll just super flank him. That's my turn.
Alright, it is Maxwell's turn. He's going to make a wisdom saving throw at disadvantage. Does not have a panic attack. He's just sitting there, like, holding his mother. He's like, I'm scared. I don't understand. And Elena, it's your turn.
Sort of just not reading the room very well at this point, and just seeing what she saw with Maxwell, and just like, do you think you could do that on and I point towards Sefik being sat on by the crag cat. I'm just like, on Sefik?
I mean, I can try.
Try as best as what we can do.
Okay.
Maxwell, you're in good hands now. We got you. And then she's gonna step out of their range in their space because they're having a moment. And then is there anyone else standing? Is it just Torga?
Torga, 3 of her bandits.
Cool. Gonna go for one of the cannon fodder. I mean bandits.
There is one 15 feet away from you.
Perfect. Chromatic orb.
Okay.
Wonderful.
I'm going to give you advantage on this because Farron is right behind him.
That was way better. That's 23.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that hits.
Alright. And that's just out level 1.
Okay.
Fire as well. Just
Alright.
keep up the trend. Melt these boys. Ooh, hello. 15.
15 damage. Just roasted him, and he just falls to the ground into the vines and becomes burning and entangled. Anything else, Elena?
Sorry, Laurel, you were muted. You look like you're saying something.
I said, now the vines are on fire. Great.
Yay! Actually, I'm gonna see if I can move closer and still be behind folks. I don't want to get into any kind of danger.
You could scoot over kind of towards Laurel's crag cat butt and not be in direct line of fire.
For sure.
Okay. Call. It is your turn.
Pat, pat.
All right, and I'm not charmed or whatever the hell.
Actually, speaking of, at the end of Elena's turn, he's going to use a legendary action to look at the crag cat standing on him and go, I think you're sitting on the wrong guy, and please make an intelligence saving throw with Laurel's intelligence, not the crag cat's.
With Laurel's intelligence. Okay, hold
You got it. You got it.
Maybe.
DC 16.
Laurel's intelligence
Easy.
saving throw. That's a 16!
So you start to like feel like rage come over you and you just shake it loose. And that went off. So yeah, Call, your turn.
I said
Call.
harder.
Again, he's just gonna go, since he's hasted, he's right by Suffolk. And is he still on the ground prone, being sat on by Cat?
Oh, yeah.
thing?
Sure is. You would have advantage on your 2 attacks.
Fuck him up.
Yep, I'm just gonna attack him. You know what, we're rolling real dice for this one.
Yeah!
So the first one was, can I do since I got that feat, it's like Great Weapon Master?
Where you take the -5 to add 10?
Yeah.
You sure can. As long as you say it before you tell the total of the dice. Before you find out if it's going to hit or not.
Okay, so 24 minus.
That's a 19.
So that's a 19.
That hits.
Okay. So all right. That damage is going to be 21 points of damage.
Oh boy!
So you stab him like in the chest, pull it up, and he's like, just as weak as always. You have another attack.
Alright, and then we're going at him again.
Let it fuel you.
We're supposed to be good characters, guys, right?
Right, he is
Oh,
so
good,
bad, though.
good characters can absolutely have a vengeance moment.
And that one misses. It's a 15, I believe.
With advantage?
With advantage.
So you go to stab down right in his neck, and he just kind of like ducks his head to the side a little bit. He's like, I'm gonna kill you.
And
I growl.
I'm gonna do a bonus action and do a frenzy attack.
Outstanding.
Is this at advantage as well or no?
Yes, it is.
It's a 19 again.
Yes, that hits.
$15 points of damage.
With a
Love it when we do so much
rage curdled scream, you just shove your blade down in the center of his chest and give it a twist. And you hear and his eyes turn back to the brown you remember, but he doesn't breathe anymore.
Call kneels down furious and like kind of when warriors grasp hands, like grasp forearms, he grabs the back of Suffolk's neck and just puts their foreheads together. Says, "Rest easy, friend."
As you do this, a wind starts creeping up. You can hear it howling from every direction. And it just rushes in on the point where Suffolk was lying. It kind of pulls Call and Laurel almost onto him as it sucks them into place. And I need... I need everybody to make dexterity saving throws. Fail.
I do have a question.
Yes.
I'm assuming you say it's like a gust of wind, because I have advantage, but I guess I have to see and not be blinded, deafened, or incapacitated.
Yeah, you would have advantage. Is that your danger sense?
I believe so. So it just says I got advantage on dex.
Got a 12.
Me too. I got a 12.
I got
11 for Farron, 5 for Yami.
Got a 17.
Okay.
Zeek also got a 17.
Okay. Maxwell failed. Torga and the two. The DC is 16. So everybody except the two 17s failed, and Midge. Everyone that failed is knocked prone, and 10 feet away from Sefik. That knocks Yami and Farron and Torga and this guy back into the so everybody gets knocked back 10 feet except Midge. Farron and Yami, I need saves from you. I believe it's dex saves to save against the vines.
Strength against
strength.
the vines.
Well, they both failed, so both the Thug and Torga are entangled again.
I am rolling historically low right now.
Oh no.
That's a 12 for strength, which is my best saving throw. And then Yami has a 6.
So you're both entangled as well. Torga and her thugs just are kind of looking around in like confusion, and even though she's entangled, like she kind of pulls her hands. She's like we give up. And then all her thugs, if they're able to, drop their weapons, all two of them that are still alive. And we are out of combat. Midge grabs Max and just rushes him back to the dog sleds. And that's where we're going to take our break. So everybody go hydrate up.
Oh my god.
Bio break,
Take care of
whatever you
yourselves.
need. Yes. Hug your parents or children, whatever you need after that one.
It's okay to cry. It's okay to cry.
Almost
So what
did.
was with the wind? What it's centered from Sefik?
It's centered to him and then from
To
him.
And then exploded
But
out?
it exploded outward.
Okay.
And it was almost deafening.
Okay. Did it do any damage to us?
No, you're just knocked 10 feet
Oh.
back and prone.
Okay, great.
So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and take our break. We will be back shortly. So we'll see you all shortly. We're back! Hello, everyone. We have returned from our break. Yeah. Here we are.
So, a few things happened during break.
Yes, please remind
Remember?
me. Yes, please remind me.
Oh, you gave... the DM gave...
For the emotional moment that he just went through and the way he dealt with it, Call did get DM's inspiration, which for me is a reroll. They do not expire, but I cannot give you another one until you use that one. So you do have that at your disposal.
Thank you, sir.
So I look at Sephic's body.
Mm-hmm.
He still didn't bleed.
No.
The explosion came off of him?
No.
How does his body look?
A little wind tattered, but like no damage. It didn't move it.
No, like...
No.
Okay.
No, he's not bloated or exploded. Zelda, you're
Okay,
moving my green
that's
screen.
good. That was my questions.
Okay.
I'm still a crack cat.
Anybody that might be kind of looking around, please make a perception check. Anybody that's still kind of fixed in the moment can make one with disadvantage.
I'm gonna Zeke's gonna let Entangle go.
Okay.
Because they've surrendered to us.
They start heading. They've dropped their weapons, and they're kind of like backing away, hands up towards their dog sleds.
You said perception
Yes.
to 22.
Okay.
24.
Natural 1 for a 7.
Okay.
I rolled a
man.
7.
Natural one's a natural one.
Of course, Elena's in full, like, still leader mode, been knocked to her feet, and just like, okay,
Laurel, what'd you get?
need to get them there.
24.
Okay, and Zeke, you got what? Natural 20? What was that?
22.
22.
No, it's just 22.
Okay. Call, did you roll? Are you good?
Oh, I didn't really roll.
Okay, that's fine.
He's in the
No, it's fine. You're in the moment. You don't have to roll. If this is what you're paying attention to, I understand. Zeke and Laurel, just kind of looking around and just getting your bearings after this weird wind exploded. Laurel, are you still a crag cat?
I sure am, because
Okay.
it didn't do me any damage, so
Okay.
I'm
I just
still Craig Cat.
Just wanted to see if you had changed back.
Nope.
As you're kind of looking around, you look, just checking out the horizon, and when you look to the west, when you look up where you see the aurora, normally the aurora takes the same path every night. It is heading straight to you.
Can I make an insight check? Is this like malicious, or is this just we're in like a weird spot?
Yeah, we are further north. Does that have anything to do with it?
I don't know how to tell if an aurora is malicious or not, but I'm gonna let
know,
the
right?
DM decide.
The Druid of the Stars would know, right?
If it was a natural thing, he would. Yeah, go ahead. You can roll an insight check at disadvantage. Hunter, what are you
Can
doing?
I roll an insight check as well?
Also at disadvantage.
At disadvantage.
I just dropped a nat 20, but that's a 16.
Okay.
Yeah, I got an 8.
I mean, it's an aurora. It is weird that it is for the first time and oddly coincidental to what just happened,
Okay.
but it is heading straight at you.
Okay. I keep an eye on it.
Okay.
Does Zeke make the connection? Because I can see this going one of two ways.
Roll an intelligence check for him.
Okay. 15.
Yeah, I'd say that he makes the connection between what happened and the change of the direction in the aurora.
Okay. Does he notice that Laurel also notices? I guess Laurel's a crag cat, so I don't know.
Yeah, Laurel
Probably made eye contact.
Her hair, she would have, they would have like a mohawk, like the fur standing up on the back, kind of going on, looking at the sky.
Okay. He's just gonna kind of like nod with that like, oh shit face, and he's gonna go over to Elena, and like hail her. Bad news. I know that was really bad, but that caused something even badder to happen. He'll point to the horizon where the aurora is coming. It's coming right for us.
Do I just see what they see? This aurora like making a beeline towards us.
Sure do.
What in the name of? We need to get out of here. We need to retreat.
I don't know if we can outrun that, but we could try.
The dogs were pretty tired.
Shit.
Midge, do you have anything? Can you got magic?
I don't. I've got one thing, but it might upset people. No, it should work. Ah, there you go. Yeah. And she pulls out. She's like, this is going to top me for the day. I just hope you know that. Okay, she pulls out a little door, and she makes a pile around it, starts doing some arcane symbols. The door spreads to 10 feet wide and 15 feet tall. Ornate gold all the way around the sides, bright red doors with a hammer crossed with, so it's like a war hammer crossed with like a smithing hammer on both doors, and a shield, and there's almost like a crack kind of like in the part of the hammer. And she's like, well, and she just pushes the door open. In we go.
Zeke like whistles for the dogs.
We're tied up.
Come on, boy.
We're tied
Come
up.
on, come on.
We're tied up.
Come on.
We're tied up.
They're tied up.
We're tied up.
Oh.
Oh, I can't hear that. Never mind.
And he's gonna run over with his tiny little legs. Da, 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 da. And he's gonna start.
It's real easy
quickly
to unhitch them quick so that they can just head in and you can finish the rest of it inside.
He's ditching the sleds.
Okay.
He's just dogs. Just dogs.
So
Call pushes himself up off the ground, throws Sefik over his shoulder, and walks through the door.
you try to pull him through the door, and there seems to be a weird force keeping his body from passing the threshold.
What?
Which is
I
like,
don't like that.
What's going on?
usually that only happens if I don't want them in here.
Call doesn't say nothing. He just pushes him off and walks through.
Wow. Inside, it looks very similar to the caravan, but everything is covered in what you can assume now is Midge and Dranger's family crest. There are shields, there are weapons, there are hammers everywhere. Everything is completely ornate. Can you stop moving my green screen, please? Go! Go on! You're a good girl, go! And you see like lines of doors, pillars that go about 40, 50 feet to a super ornate, like, stained glass roof. And she's like, this is my home away from home. Come on in, and we'll close the door, and it should be good, I think.
Laurel turns her head down from the sky towards Torga and her dogs and her two guys that are left.
They are starting, they're almost finished saddling up, and they're getting ready to bolt. I mean,
They're gonna leave? Well, okay, that's their choice.
Midge is like,
okay.
should we? I mean, I don't trust them, but there's only so much damage they could do in here.
Elena's gonna lean out and shout out after them. Get in!
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
Did I throw my dice everywhere? Oh, sweet. 19. Straight.
They just kind of stop. The dogs too.
Dogs too, come on.
They unhitch the dogs and just start
Nice.
bolting in. Midge is
Okay,
like,
good.
all right, I guess they can come in. And they right through the entrance and inside.
And yeah, and I jump in.
As she closes the door, even inside, it almost looks like it disappears and becomes a wall, but you still see the outline of the door itself with the gilded edge and the two handles. She's like, while it's closed like this, it's basically non-existent. Unless I want somebody to, usually they can't see it on the outside.
So we're safe wherever we are?
I think so.
Meow.
Are you gonna turn back, or are you just gonna stay like that? Okay.
Laurel, what's the problem?
She is a large creature and beyond your understanding.
Oh.
You can
Good call.
you can communicate in... You can kind of understand the general idea of what Laurel's trying to get across from you, but...
Can the dogs communicate with her? I'm doing like a
Sweet
communicate
Lord.
with the dog communicate. I don't know if the,
Okay, I'm gonna
dog to crack cat language.
roll a d4.
Oh, good lord.
On
Okay.
an evens, they can. On an odds, they cannot. It's a 4. They can.
Okay.
Oh my god.
So
I
you
look
can
to
telephone
the
this.
dogs.
Okay.
Okay. I look at the dogs and I'm like, even against magic, no one come in?
So Zeke, you get the message back. Magic come in?
Elena,
Hmm?
Laurel wants to know if magic can come in.
Can the magic get in?
Midge is like,
I-
do you mean can people get in by magical means? It's much like the caravan. Not normally, unless under extremely magical means, some of which I am not capable of.
I think we're safe in here, Laurel.
Laurel stays by the door as a crag cat.
About 30 semi-translucent, yellowish gold-colored dwarves come marching down a stairway that starts folding down with them. They're carrying completely solid gold platters with the cloches on top, and it's just the smell of the most delicious food wafts down towards you. She's like, it's set up so that food arrives as soon as anybody comes in. It's not like the caravan. I had to sacrifice food for length of spell, but here it's real good.
I
Are
don't mind
they-
if we do.
Are they hot?
Steaming.
The dwarves? Good.
Oh,
That's kind of what I was going with that.
they all vaguely look similar, and at the moment I would okay, hold on a second, because Midge is,
They all look like Drangir.
Midge is not. Oh, Dranger is there, so she probably wouldn't. do
Dranger
that.
is her brother.
Yeah, they all look like kind of like Dranger,
Drangir.
Oh no.
but wearing like vests with like short sleeve button up shirts underneath, and they're kind of dressed
Okay.
nice-ish, almost very Butler-esque, but with short sleeves,
Wonderful.
rippling,
Wonderful.
big giant rippling arms, and then crazy beards that go in, and they don't smell, so that's a plus. Because Dranger stinks.
Zeke is just like immediately taking food off of platters and just like tossing it on the ground for the dogs.
They go to town.
And he's gonna keep doing it until they are like, on like the roly-poliolies.
Okay. Yeah, they're all eating. Torga's dogs join in on it. They seem a little standoffish, slightly shy around new people, and kind of like ears back, head down a little bit.
He will try his very best to be as not intimidating as possible because he loves animals. And
I will say 2 of the dogs can give you advantage on an animal handling check.
okay. 23.
They kind of come up to you and sniff your hand and are like, "Friend?"
Yeah. Here, have some food.
ears up, tails wagging at the food.
And like he just like gentle pats on the head, not like, you know,
Friend food. Thank you, friend food.
yeah. And little scritches on all the ears.
And looking around, I mean, the only other time you've been in such an ambiently warm environment is in the caravan. You do not hear the wind from outside. Nothing. It's just the sounds of cloches being opened, the smell of food, dogs eating in a big pile on the floor, grumpy crag cat suspicious by the door. And Midge is like, I don't know about all of you, but I am exhausted. And I think I need some sleep.
We should probably do the whole lookout thing, just in case.
But sure, I mean, I don't know if
Laurel, that means you're gonna have to take a break.
I don't know if I have any means of doing that while staying in here. If I walk outside, this goes away. I can't go outside.
I think any of us should go outside, but like one of us should be awake at all times, just in case.
Oh sure. I mean, we have we have them, and like 10 of the dwarves just kind of wave, and they're like, they can keep an eye out and wake us up, and you all hear all of them. Aye.
Can Zeke make an insight check into these things?
Yes.
A 13.
They seem extremely willing to help. It's a little odd. You're not used to that many people being that helpful. But
Are they people? Are they spirits? Are they like automatons? Like what?
They look like dwarves, but they're like a semi-translucent golden light that makes up their form, and you can see through them. But they seem to have substance and can hold things.
Yeah, he doesn't trust them. No.
Part for the course.
Yeah. So, I mean, there's a room with each of your names on it. You'll see them real quick, and she just kind of points them out, and it's like, and then there's one for Maxwell. There's one that says T and Gang. So that's probably for Torga and her folks. And then Midge has hers, which is a massive door. And she's like, Maxwell, you're coming with me. I'm not letting you out of my sight.
How does Maxwell look?
Make an insight check.
Gladly,
I use
gladly as well, actually.
Your insight.
I use my insight. Okay.
Physical capabilities of the cat, mental capabilities of you.
That's a 10.
I rolled a 13 for insight.
He looks shaken, like visibly. He's not talking. He's just kind of standing next to his mother, and like just like holding on to her for dear life.
Poor buddy.
Elena sort of looks away and remembering what she said.
And you all hear Midge say to Maxwell, "Don't worry about stabbing me. I probably deserved it for treating you so bad." And then she whacks him upside the head. "I'm glad to have you home." And they walk into her room.
Does Midge need to be healed?
She doesn't ask for help. Like, she's got a visible wound in her back, but she doesn't ask for any help.
I would turn out of a crag cat to help that.
She's like, "Oh, no, dear. I'm fine."
I just turned out of a crag cat to help you. So
Alright,
please
fine.
help me.
Hurry up.
I can't be a cat anymore today, and okay. I would cast Let me see. I have one last second level spell left, so let's cast Cure Wounds at second level.
Okay. 2d8 plus your wisdom mod.
2d8 plus 4. That's 13 points of healing.
Yeah, that heals are completely up. The bleeding, you watch as some of the blood kind of gets sucked back into the clothing and out of the fabric of the clothing. She's like, "Thank you, dear."
Yeah, you know, kidneys are pretty valuable, so.
And as she's kind of looking around, she's like, saving my family, it makes you family. My husband might employ you and call you his agents, but you'll always be my family. Unless you give me a reason to stop and want to kill any of you.
Laurel starts to
She laughs.
honestly friggin' tear up. Like, Laurel starts to just cry a little.
She smiles.
Leia comes up behind Laurel.
Midge smiles, you see a tear, and she's like, "Go get some rest."
Yeah.
And they go
we
in a
all
room.
need it.
Come on.
Yeah, we all need it. Yeah.
So you all can have your long rest. Anything else you want to role play in there, if you want?
I have a quick thing.
Sure.
While we're all going to bed, Farron's gonna take his coat off and he's gonna start sewing it because there's some big old axe holes in it. And he's gonna spend a minute with Yami and kind of take in Yami's essence, and he's gonna push Yami back out, and now Yami is a blue dragon.
Ooh, very nice. So as opposed to like almost the crest of horns and slight spine down his back, now you see that he has little spinies and this one kind of doofy big white horn on the front of his nose.
Thunder.
And his, like, as every time he drools, because he still drools the same, there's like a little arc of electricity from the drool to him, like.
And then bed for sure after that.
Zeke is gonna like corral all the dogs together, like in the main lobby, into this big fluffy dog pile, and he's gonna sleep in like the middle of it with his little like bedroll with Pharaoh like at his head, and just like one arm around one of their necks as they're all sleeping in a little.
Heaven.
I know.
I'm in heaven.
I don't have my own dog, so I have to role play having a dog.
That's the way to do it for sure.
Dogs are outstanding.
Yeah.
Is there any L in this door?
One of the dwarfs walks over to you, like, "Aye, what do you want? You tell me, I get it."
Carl thinks back, and then he's like, "I want that ale from that Broomshander stout or whatever."
"Oh, I've heard of it." And he kind of, like, fast, just flies up the stairs, around a corner onto a balcony. 10 seconds. Minute. And he's just got this, like, big 5-gallon drum. Here you go.
Carl grabs it. And then, yeah, he'll go sit down outside He'll go sit down outside of Midge's door, start twiddling his great sword, and drink his ale for a minute.
It is really good, stout. Real good.
Yeah, he'll just be sitting there on the ground drinking his ale until he's done, and then he'll go off to bed.
You all get your long rest, but it is a little different. You all wake up, and there's a strange feeling that you saw something on the tundra while you were asleep, which doesn't make sense. The aurora beelined straight to where you were. A single drop fell all the way down onto Sephic's body, which rose up off the ground by its chest, and then light exploded, and he was standing there on the ground and walks away. The morning comes.
I burst out of my room and I look out the front door to where Sephic's body should be.
Make a perception check.
Zeek follows with all the dogs to bring them to pee. He's just got this, like, you know, massive horde of dogs that he's like, okay, go pee-pees.
They
okay,
drank
go
so
pee-pees."
much water and had so many snacks that they're like, as they're running out, like... Have you ever had a dog, Jacqueline?
Yes.
Okay, so
Yes.
you ever seen, like, sometimes when they just really gotta go, that as soon as they get past, they just start peeing and it just kind of walk slowly? They had to go bad, and they kind of go out to the side. Laurel, your perception check?
18.
Shouldn't have had to go too far. He should have been right outside the door.
There is an
Yeah.
indent on the ground, and it's empty.
Oh. Are
A
there
limit.
footprints? Oh my gosh. There are footprints?
Mm-hmm. And they go east.
Elena comes out of her room just tying on her cloak. Just like, I had the most terrible dream. And she looks at Laurel. Laurel?
Wasn't a dream.
Fuck. She kind of
So
looks...
is call up yet? Okay, good. Who like Zeek is there? Zeek and Elena. Okay, so Sephic's gone. I had a dream that he.
Me too. And he got up. Something about
Got up.
something about the aurora.
How should we tell Call? This
Tell him
is-
facts. Tell him
Yeah.
the facts. Bring it to me.
Dog kisses, and then the truth,
That's
DM.
a good idea.
and then more dog kisses.
That's a good idea.
DM, does Carl have, has the same dream?
Yes.
I don't know if everybody would probably hear just probably the most guttural orc yell you can hear from his bedroom.
And at the same time, Midge opens her door. Is he there? She yells across the hall to the open door. Fuck.
He's gone.
Fuck. I need to tell Saxa to be careful. She pulls out a book.
He's going east.
Opens the book.
Well, I mean that's where the footprints lead for a little bit. I don't know if they continue east.
A door opens on the far side, and out walks Drenger, and he is sharpening his axe. Dreams like that, they come true. And he walks out, and he starts following the footprints.
Let's wait for the others and head out as well.
I mean,
You
he
don't
should
need
at least
to-
have breakfast first, right? I mean,
I'll be fine. You don't need to follow me. I can take care of myself.
You said not to go anywhere alone. We're coming, and so are the dogs.
There's an exception to every rule.
That's not how it works. Shut
no
up.
Drenger. No.
Can I insight check him?
Sure.
I just want, like, if I can get his motive. If I can roll over a 5. We'll see.
Use a different die?
I did.
Okay.
It's not terrible. It's a 13.
It's over 5.
He is stone cold sober. His voice is about as icy as the tundra. He's off on a mission.
Do you have a plan?
Same plan as always.
I ask a dwarf phantom dwarf to
Aye.
bring as much bacon as possible that I can carry out of this place. Can I carry it out of this place?
They come with like 12 platters of bacon.
Okay, great. I just put it into my sack. I don't know. And
So the delicious smell of bacon disappears as you walk outside.
Oh. Okay.
And he's in the doorway. He's like, sorry. Didn't know.
No.
I'll tell the boys.
Sure. Darn it. Stupid magic food.
I think we gotta follow him. I don't think we should let him go alone.
Yeah, let's go. We can just eat as we go. I've got rations.
You follow at your own pace. I'm going. And he just starts booking it through the snow. I mean, he's making a very obvious path.
Okay.
Zeke will instruct the dogs to like pick up his smell.
Mm-hmm.
And
It's
then
potent.
I'm assuming it has a very particular smell.
It's got some umami to it.
And then he'll just wait when everybody's ready to head out.
So it takes about 10 minutes to get everybody all situated. Torga and her people get everything set. They're like, we're not following him. We're staying as far away from that, whatever that was, as we can. Good luck.
Good.
Good luck.
You're going
gets
to-
in her face.
What was that?
Call gets in her face, and he says, "If I find that you've had anything to do with what happened with my friend, I will find you."
You can make an
That's a
intimidation check with advantage.
Guidance?
Yeah. So add a d4 to that as well.
That is a 23.
She goes, the blue eye, the magic, no idea, and she's just like starting to back up. She's like, I have no
Call
idea.
Just walks away from him.
They just start, as soon as they're all set up, they take off to the west. About the time you all start in your dog sleds and start to head towards the direction that Drenger ran, who speaks Dwarvish?
I do.
Not yet. I can pick up very little bits and pieces.
Well, this
I speak.
Gosh,
I speak it.
Zeke, this is not a word you know the meaning of, but you have heard it said before. The rest of you hear an expletive that only Drenger would say, coming from the east,
Okay.
Oh my.
and it is a bellowing scream.
That's our cue.
Yeah,
Go, 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 go.
we're booking it.
Yeah, let's go.
And as you all head, it's real easy to follow his tracks, and the dogs have his scent. You get to him, and then he's just stomping around, just yelling and switching between common and dwarvish, and just a long string of expletives. Fuck, just said it! He disappeared! And he starts raging and he's smashing his axes into the tundra. And you all look and can clearly see that there is, in front of where he's having this fit, a set of footprints that just ends.
Okay, Elena? How far does that spell take someone?
At least not as far as any range of my spells, basically.
30 feet.
I want to say 30 feet.
Torga did take her puppies with her.
Okay,
I say we spread out 30 feet and just walk in different directions and see what we see.
I can't fly yet. Damn it. Yeah.
Alright, go ahead and make perception or survival checks. Just let me know which. Anybody that would like to.
Zeke made an survival of 8.
Okay.
That's a 24 perception check.
Okay.
Got a 6 for perception.
11 on survival.
13 on survival.
Okay, so those doing survival, going out and looking around, you fan out, you start doing circles and getting larger. You get out to 100 feet and find nothing. Farron, as you start to like follow everybody else and you're looking around, you go, do I smell sulfur?
Guys?
Yeah?
Do you smell that? Do you smell that?
Do we?
And once it's pointed out, faint though it is, you all barely smell like a sulfurous brimstone.
Yeah.
Who farted?
Oh, so are there prints
Brimstone.
nearby here? No prints?
Elena, you remember Lynn asked you about when he disappeared if you smelled brimstone. And she said if you don't smell it, if you do smell it, then it's probably Dimension Door. And that can take somebody up to 500 feet.
She relays this to the group. He dimension doored out of here. We're not going to find him. There's no way we can find him now. We're out here, and everyone else that we know and need to protect this. There's no way.
He could be anywhere.
500 feet away, yeah.
Lodane, we're on the blue dot.
Yes, the blue dot is... That's where you camped. Not specifically far. If it'll let me move it. You more like over here is where... I'll switch back to a game with map. That's... The blue dot is about where you are. You all found the spot.
Okay. So, would I know in pulling out my map that Caer Dineval would be the closest town?
Absolutely.
Should we? I don't know where else to go except for continuing east.
What is Drangir doing right now?
He's just
still doing the like huff and puffing thing.
he's kind of like starting to calm down a little bit. Just like you watch like as his veins start to like not be all bulgy.
Have you ever come across something like this?
No. I don't like it.
Yeah. Well, you said that like you've come into some of her, and he kind of points north. Her like minion things before?
Hey, the ones with the
with the face.
The
But they don't
lights.
do this.
No, they usually stay dead. And Farron, you recognize kind of the way you go about using your primeval awareness. Drengir does something similar. And he's like, there's some undead, but nobody close.
Can you tell which direction?
Unfortunately, no. They're within 6 miles, though.
Oh gosh.
I know, that's probably less helpful than I would like it to be.
Let's go east.
Going to the care.
Fast.
Care Dinaval, eh?
Yeah, what can you tell us about Caer Dineval?
Oh. I know there's a castle there. They call it the Care. And Dinaval, they named the town after the original founders, the Dinevs, I think.
Okay.
And there was an orc. Sorry, friend. There was an orc attack, and they. Well, let's see. The Dinevs are no more. And then a group of 10 towners came and routed out the tribe, and it's been Caer Dineval ever since.
All right.
I haven't been there much. Speaker Seaver?
Seaver?
I've never met the man. I've heard he kind of looks like a devil.
Refresh my memory. Is that one of the places that does the lottery per se? The deaths?
No.
Okay.
What's that? Good Mead,
The
Dugan's
devil,
Hole, and
isn't
Targhost.
Hmm.
Should we go back to Midge and
We should at least let her know where we're going next.
She came with you.
Oh, okay.
oh
Yeah.
Never mind.
okay, never mind. Yeah.
So yeah, her and Maxwell are with you.
Okay.
Max has kind of like been really sheepish, and he's taken a moment. He's like, I'm really sorry. He
wasn't.
You have nothing to be sorry for.
He seemed really sketchy, but then he seemed like my best friend. It was really weird.
Yeah, that can happen, and it's not your fault.
And you see that like he starts to like his eyes tear up. He made me talk to a big owl.
Big owl.
I think it was an owl. Maybe 10 feet tall.
Okay.
In a cloak of snow.
That's a huge owl.
Where was this?
Is this in
What
town?
what did she say? Or it say?
I think it was a she. She asked me if I wanted to help save Icewind Dale and help
did you say?
save my friends, and I said yes. I don't know why I said yes. I was terrified, but I couldn't stop myself.
I mean, it's you want to do well. You want to do good. It's what you wanted was pure of heart of you.
But then I wanted to kill everyone,
Yeah.
and
That's-
I wanted to do what she wanted me and what Mr. Caltrow wanted me to do. I think he's dead. Like, undead. He seems very different than, like, it's strange.
Yeah.
I don't...
Usually when people die, they stay dead. It's yeah.
I want to go back to the caravan.
Midge, maybe you and Max should head on back.
So you are all in the middle of the tundra with 2 dog sleds that normally fit 6 people, but because Zeek is much smaller, you were able to fit everybody, all 7 of you. 8, including Drengir, who just kind of stays outside most of the time. If we go, you lose 1.
So are you saying it's 8 per sled?
4.
4 per sled.
It's usually 3, but we can squeeze in. Get friendly, you know?
Oh, no problem.
But if we take
I could
it...
run alongside the sled. That's fine.
Right, so that... Yeah, I guess the 4 of you could take 1, and we'll head back.
Zeke looks visibly distraught at the thought of saying goodbye to 6 of the dogs, but he's like, you know, he goes through the 6 of them and he like gives them those scritches and some foods, calls them good boys.
Thanks, friend. Thank you, friend.
And starts like hooking them to the front of them.
So we'll say the first 6 on your list of dogs are the ones you line up, or if you're hooking them up, you can pick who goes back and who you keep with you.
Okay.
So everything is all situated up. It's pretty much a straight shot east. Let me see if I can... Maybe a little over 5 miles to Caer Dineval. And Midge comes up to each one of you and she's like, "You're all getting a bonus, you know that, right? I'm not sure what it's going to be yet, but I'll figure it out. When you get back to the caravan, you're getting something."
We'll be back.
Yeah.
You damn well better. I'll fucking miss you if you don't. I'll have to kill somebody else.
I don't know if we deserve it. It's kind of our fault Max got captured.
No,
It's
I
true.
mean... And she looks to him like, he's a sweet boy and he means well. It's kind of... He gets himself in these kind of trouble sometimes. And he's like, "It's not the first time I've been charmed."
You know,
Buddy.
Max, I'm gonna keep an eye out for you for some sort of anti-charm pendant or something, okay?
I would appreciate it. I
Yeah.
stabbed my mum in the back. That
Yeah.
wasn't fun.
No. Nope. So, yeah, I'll keep an eye out for you.
Even the sweetest smelling roses, within it, there's a viper. Be careful, Max.
Thank you. The 3 of them mount up and start heading southwest the way you came.
With Mike, Ike, Zelda, Hunter, Kyle, and Kevin.
So what are the dogs that we have?
Bern, Dern, Kenny, Lenny, Denny, and Jenny.
Jenny! I like Jenny.
For the viewers at home.
Dern?
Dern and
I
Burn.
love it.
Burn and burn.
Burn.
So you start heading east towards Caer Dineval.
Yep.
If it were just 3 of you in it, I'd say you could get a short rest, but with 4 of you packed in, even though Zeke is on the small side, it's not the most comfortable. And Laurel, you're running alongside.
Yeah, but I could carry Zeke on my back. I could carry actually everyone on my back if I'm a Craig cat. I could
You couldn't
one
carry
person at a
everyone.
time. Sorry, no, one person at a time. So if someone wanted to take a short rest on the dog cart, they could.
I mean, we're all up at full, aren't we? We haven't used
Yeah.
anything.
So, however you manage to do it, it would probably take you just shy of 2 hours. Just shy of 2 hours to get to Caer Dineval from here. So you turn into a crag cat. Zeek
Yes.
Zeke saddles up, and you all head east. You don't smell any brimstone in the direction. You don't find any extra footprints. Thankfully, you do not find any frozen figures in the snow. Heading east, you start to see a dark shape against the horizon to the east. It is a castle, and it is on kind of a tall cliff, maybe like a 50-60 foot cliff, and beneath it is a small town with a bunch of little lights. There is kind of a wall around this town, more like almost fence and picket, but like the pickets are like big beams, like old trees, and it just surrounds it. And there is a large gate. And as you get close to it, you hear, "Oh, you're coming in early. So are you coming from a ways out there?"
I turn back into my form once we
Oh,
get close.
Jesus.
Sorry. It's fine.
All right. Well, you coming on in?
Yeah.
Yeah?
we're-
I didn't smell any brimstone, you guys. I am so double thinking maybe he didn't come this way. I didn't smell any brimstone.
We don't know where he went per se, so let's.
He could have gone any direction.
I know.
Up,
It's driving
down.
me nuts.
Pretty much.
Okay. Well, yes. Yes, sir.
All right. Well, come on in. And the gates open, and before you is the town of Cardinival, and that's where we're gonna end tonight.
I don't know if he's here. I
It's
don't think
okay.
he's here. It's gonna drive me crazy for a week.
Such a fun game, though.
Oh my gosh, what a
man.
game. What a session.
Wow.
Whew.
That was awesome. That was awesome.
How you doing, Sean?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm great.
Okay,
Great.
good. Okay.
I'm great.
Oh man, poor call.
That was
Oof, poor call.